So I thought this would be really great to do a shop with me and interview. A lot of people do like get ready with me chit chats, but I cannot talk and get ready and like catch you guys up. So I thought a shop with me would be really cool. So I have my laptop here, and I'm also going to be putting a like live shopping thing just to put you on to like what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Um, living la Oh, I thought that was a lizard. I feel like I've really been focused on a lot of things, and a lot of things has changed in like the past year and a half, 2 years. So I really had to focus on things that I could control so that I would not self-sabotage the things that are out of control and transforming for me. Because I'm going into 30, a whole new decade this summer, and I feel like a lot of things were changing that gave me pause, and I knew that I could feel that I was going back into old habits of trying to like control everything, trying to stay in my comfort zone, and that's not somewhere I wanted to be. It was just something that I was used to. So I said, you know what, let's figure out what are some things that you can control so that you could just let life and the universe and God do their thing, and then you could come back to it, you could reassess. So yeah, in addition, as I've changed into like 30, you know that every single time I have a big dramatic change, Baddie Brigade has to have a big dramatic change. So yeah. Also, I've been spending time with my family. I've been working on like changing my body. Like as I'm getting older, I've definitely seen some body changes, and thankfully it's been nothing drastic. But I always want to be in the best shape and the best health because I got a lot of things to do, like an entire legacy to build on this earth. So yeah. Speaking of building and getting healthier, I've actually been shopping on Biocol. I hope that's how you say it. I first got put onto Biocol in Portugal. They have like a flagship store. I don't know if they have one in New York, but I walked in and it's like all of these herbal supplement things. So I decided to buy the sleep spray, and I decided to buy the 7-day liver detox. And first of all, the sleep spray is the bomb. I actually put my best esthetician essence, hey girl, I put her onto that and she really liked it. I never re-upped, so I decided to go on and shop for a few things. Let me actually push out onto what I put up. So I got another Better Sleep spray. I got a 14-day detox, so like 2 7-day detox. I got a Better Digestion, which is a capsule. So the sleep is a spray. The detox is the little liquid one that you put into like your juice, your water, or you could drink it by itself. The Better Digestion helps with like IBS, with bloating and everything. Bloating has been a big problem because, I got my little seltzer maker, my little soda stream, and that obviously has added to the bloating, as well as just probably like getting older, probably the stress of everything changing, etc. So those are like little capsules. And then I also picked up a brain and energy enhancer, which is supposed to help with focus. And that I believe is also a capsule that you put into your juice or water. So I signed up for all subscription services. I don't think I'm going to keep subscription for everything, but I definitely think that the Better Sleep and the detox, I'm going to keep subscribing because they said that you get a better detox if you do it for at least 3 months. So like every month for 3 months. So I'm going to do 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off for 3 months and see how that goes. So overall, for the Better Sleep, the detox, the Better Digestion, and the brain and energy enhancer, it was $93. Shipping was free, and then I got a 10% discount off of signing up. And then I put subscription for everyone, which was like an extra 15% off each one. So I will try to update y'all on that. But yeah, I'm excited and I need it. So, that's a good one. I had to write those down. So first off, I learned a lot of hard truths. One, I am not afraid of a lot of things. I am very fearless. With that being said, the things that I actually am afraid of, I tend to avoid. So for example, like hard conversations, conflict, contention, advocating for myself, being assertive in certain relationships, I tend to avoid. However, through the work that I've been doing in like the last year or so, I realized that it wasn't necessarily the hard conversations or the conflict I had an issue with. And that's because I have no problem having a conflict with like siblings, family, close friends, right? Certain close friends. I realized that the conversations that I was avoiding was because the repair was weak. And let me put you on. So I was watching this Instagram video about this mother, and she was talking about her and her daughter's relationship. And she says that I no longer fear shame because I know the power of our repair. And when I tell you, like, I'm even getting goosebumps right now because I realized that that was what I was avoiding. It wasn't necessarily having conflict, but it was the fact that bringing up certain things or having hard conversations would actually decimate a relationship because I knew that the repair wasn't that strong. And it's really heartbreaking to know that when you stand up for yourself or when you bring something to the table, people are willing to walk away or willing to completely like shut you out rather than taking accountability. And I could feel like I used to have that issue as well. And it wasn't necessarily me taking accountability for my actions. It was the fact that I always felt like I was the only one taking accountability. Like people always consider me to be too sensitive or not seeing both sides. And I'm like, no, I see both sides. It's just that you got me fucked up. And you don't care to look inward. How can you clock all my tea, but you can't even see what timing you're on? So that's kind of where I was at. So I think leading into that, I also realized that I was playing a big role in my own suffering. Like I noticed that my behaviors were forming a pattern because I was constantly allowing people to do the same shit to me over and over and over and over again. And so having those hard conversations, realizing that, hey, our relationship cannot withstand that, or our relationship is different, or we're no longer compatible, because it's not always that somebody is a bad person or doing bad things. It's just that we're no longer compatible. Like, we don't want the same things right now in our life. And so it's causing a lot of friction. And I feel like Kinesthetic with the Kinesthetics, aka Kendra, talked a lot about that. And so I'll try my best to find that video or remember to link that video because she really talked a good talk about it regarding like friendships and relationships in general. And realizing that, yeah, some people are going to have you fucked up. Let's be very clear. I'm not absolving people of their weird behavior. However, it's not always about you being a weirdo. Sometimes it's just like, it's not there for us anymore. And I think I was trying to hold on so tight because I took the responsibility of the dissolving of the relationship and I took it very personal, not realizing like it may not be anybody's fault. But for some of y'all watching this, yeah, it was your fault for sure. It's just, it is what it is. And I had to like learn to let that go. Another hard truth that I learned is who cares? And not on some nobody cares, who cares, but really sitting down, making a list and recognizing like, who cares? Who cares about my wins? Who cares about my losses? Who cares about me? Who cares about my happiness? Who cares to do the work in a relationship? Who cares to sit down and actually like, hey, this is where I am. This is where you are. Where is our relationship in relation to that? Because just because you're friends or close friends or sisters or brothers, mother, daughter for a long time does not mean that the relationship is going to stay the same for a long time. And so I had to realize like, I'm willing to sit down and do it like a business meeting. Like, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I realize I want in a relationship. This is what I realize is important. This is what I realize I can let go, like, et cetera, et cetera. And so finding people to do that with you is working in and of itself. And I realized that's something that I need. It doesn't always have to be a business meeting. We don't got to do it my way. But there has to be some repair. There has to be some work. And so who cares to do that? Those are the people I want, the people that care. Also, everything must go. It was time to let go of everything. And I, again, was holding on to so much for so long that the universe was like, oh, okay, sweeping everything out. Everything had to go. I woke up one day and I was like, I'm not feeling it. And I felt bad because I didn't want people to make me feel like I'm being fake. But I mean, if you're no longer the old you and you're still trying to be the old you, then yeah, that is pretty fake to me, actually. If you want to get down to brass tacks. So yeah, those are some of the lessons I learned. Um, yeah. Oh, and it wasn't a hard lesson to learn really, but hold on. Hold on. I was about to say, not when I'm in my groove is something gonna go in my contacts, because another lesson is I have to get bigger. You have to get bigger. Okay? You have to get bigger. Because, yeah, I had to learn. That was actually told to me almost 10 years ago, like back when I was in college. But I had to learn for myself because you know that I'm Jamice, I'm a Leo, and I have to see for myself, which is another lesson that now I don't have to see for myself. Like, I peep it the first time, I'm out of here. But the sun does not care who it shines on. It shines on the just as well as the unjust. And just like your light will illuminate people's greatness, it will also illuminate people's insecurities. And it is your responsibility to peep it, to name it, and to decide what's going to be next. Because trying to scale back, trying to dim, trying to like move the transparency slider over to like 80 or 75, it's not going to work. And eventually things are going to come to a head. You're going to resent yourself and you're going to resent the people around you. So the lesson that I had to learn is that like I have to stay big, I have to stay opaque, I have to stay light. I'm gonna shine wherever I show up. And if you can't take it, baby, get some SPF, get an umbrella, get some sunglasses, or shine too. I mean, come on. There's enough stars in the sky. We're a big universe. We can all do it. Bling, 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 bling. Speaking of changes, I'm not a sneakerhead, but I do love a good, cute pair of sneakers, and that's because I'm a big walker. If you guys don't know, I'm originally from New York, born and raised in Westchester, but now I live in the 5 boroughs, so I do a lot of walking. And I'm also going to be starting a walking club, wink, wink. So I have been on sneakers and stuff, and I've been looking at the Carhu. Carhu is a Finnish running brand, and they have such cute colorways as well as comfortable sneakers. I have worn my Carhus out, so I have to pick up another pair of those. They run about $120 to $150, but you could definitely find them on sale. And then my besthetician Essence, she has sworn by the Solomons, so they run a little bit more expensive. They can go from $160 all the way up to $240. Macaroons. Who's that backing up on the road? Oh, they going into my Aunt Leslie Mae's house. Southern as hell. So I'm in my great grandma's house, and they call it the hill because a lot of my family all like took up this entire development. And my Aunt Leslie Mae lives across the road, and she's 99. So yeah, but back to Solomon. I've been getting that and just looking into like cute running shoes with good support. Because like I said, I do a lot of walking. We're gonna have our walking club, wink, wink. And then also, you know, I've been picking up some heels. So back to Kinesthetic. I've been name dropping Essence and Kinesthetic for a while. Y'all gonna sponsor me? But yeah, so I recently wanted to have I had these on my wish list, the Dylan Red Crocodiles, right? And then not too many, like at least like a month or so ago, Kendra got the brown, what is this? The brown distressed shoes, Dylan, in PR. And when she put them on, they were super, super cute. I love the brown. I thought they were really cute for like an everyday shoe, as far as like going to brunch, if you work like in a cute Upper West Side or whatever, high rise, wearing to work, going out on dates. Like it's a cute everyday throw on shoe. You could dress it up and dress it down. So with that being said, I said, yeah, I need to pull the trigger. Steve Madden had a 30% off sale online. They honored it in the store, and I got the red and the brown. I would recommend sizing up because Steve Madden runs small and Steve Madden runs narrow. And these are pointy toe shoes. They are a good height. I believe that let me look right now. It is a 4-inch heel, which I think is a pretty, I know we in our kitten heel era, but I believe that is a pretty standard height for me. I love a 4-inch heel, 5-inch heel, because I'm short, I'm only 6'3", so I gotta up it to my 6'7". And yeah, I do recommend picking that up. And I saw a few other ones that I really liked. So I've been looking at a lot of red shoes. I think red has become like something of a favorite. I have red undertones, so I really do enjoy myself in red. I think that I look good in red. I've been looking at their sandals. With me, I try to do sandals that have a platform. Anything that has like that thin sandal sole, I just can't do it. But they have some cute sandals. I also want sandals with the backing because me and my mom are going on a cruise. And then, I like to travel in the summertime. So I need something with a backing. Also, when I be out here in the fields at my great-grandma's house, I need something with a backing. Okay, so let's get into it. The next question. Okay, so I've always intertwined my personal journey with Baddie Brigade. So every single time that I make a change, you see a slight change in Baddie Brigade. So that's how my womanhood, like as I grow more into my womanness, you're going to see more of that being highlighted in Baddie Brigade. Whether let's say that I'm going through an engagement or going through motherhood or going through whatever women go through. Those are the things that I want to shine a light on. Connecting with new women in new circles, those type of things are going to be highlighted. Having new interests like trapeze, yoga, I'm starting to get into like hot yoga and more health stuff, traveling, more business stuff. That's the things that you're going to see on Baddie Brigade. So I always do that. What else? In addition, as I'm growing into a more serious woman and thinking about my career and how I want to not necessarily leave education, but like leave the classroom, but grow into my own like educational entity, I eventually want to offer premium paid memberships to the members in which they get amazing benefits. I eventually want to build out Baddie Brigade and offer to younger girls, similar to like Girl Scouts. And my big mega goal that I'm going to hit is boarding schools. As a teacher in the boroughs, I've worked in some of the poorest neighborhoods in the Bronx. I now work in Manhattan. Like, I've seen some of the tough situations that these students are in, and they've only been exacerbated during the pandemic. So I think that offering something like boarding schools for free would be amazing because these students are intelligent. They're just not motivated and they're going through real life. Like, fuck, I'm worried about a test and spelling and ELA when I'm out here having to take care of 3 of my siblings and I'm 10 years old. I need to figure out, am I going to have a meal today or 2 days from now? I'm being bullied because I don't have clothes or I'm not able to take a shower or I was staying up all night because, and it's not all the students, but these are the things that are happening at home. In addition, I don't want to just rip students out of their homes and put them in boarding schools, give them a good life, and then when it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, summertime, they go back home and it's like a huge juxtaposition. It's a huge culture shock. So I want to not only give them access, but I want to give their families access. I want to be able to have their parents, grandparents, or whoever come in and be able to offer them family and social services. I want to offer have connections with museum organizations, other higher institutions, so that their families can get an education. Like, hey, we don't have a college for you right now, but I want to be able to offer our memberships and other things to the women. So yeah, your child is in boarding school, but you're also a Baddie Brigade member. And I think that's really dope. And I know that I can do it. So as I am tackling those big dreams, big goals, you're going to see how serious I am in Baddie Brigade. Because I'm on my own personal journey. In addition, I'm taking me more serious. Like I said, I'm bigger. The light is shining. I'm loud. I'm opaque. I'm operating at 100% transparency. So just like I'm giving, Baddie Brigade is going to be given, as it has been for the last 5 years, and as I have been for the last 29 and a half years. I mean, first off, if you know me, you know me, you know me. I have championed and loved women my entire life. I've always loved friendships. I've always loved sisterhood. I've always loved womanhood. Girls rule, boys drool. I love being a goyle. So that really has not changed. However, dissecting these past 2 years, I realized that I have left myself out of the equation. I have put Jamice to the side, and I don't feel that I've championed myself internally and personally and spiritually and emotionally the way that I have championed my friendships and other women around me. And so I don't regret it. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it, but I definitely think it's time for me to step and align myself with all of the women that I have been loving. And I think that spending time with my mom, spending time with my grandmother, with my aunts, with my great grandmother, thankfully she is still here, it has allowed me to realize how strong my maternal lineage is and how much of a woman I am. And also, healing the relationship with my mother has healed the relationship with myself. And I'm not gonna say me and my mom was going through anything that was super horrible at all. But of course, the growing pains of being the oldest child of a young mother can be tough. My mom had me when she was 18. So being the age that I am when my mom had 3 children and realizing like I'm able to go through these womanhood journey completely free. I don't have to worry about nobody but Jamice. Imagine having to go through the throes of womanhood and still maintain the lives of 3 human beings. And I know me, back when I was young, I wasn't letting up. So I've just gained a whole new respect, love, and admiration for that woman. Do not get me emotional, but I do have my setting spray on. And just talking to my mom, not only as a mom, but now seeing and recognizing and loving on each other as women has been such an amazing experience. And you know what? I am going to tear up because that is such, I'm grateful. And it has just, it has made me a dynamic woman, and I see it. I see the before and after of when I wasn't really understanding or appreciating womanhood and what I have and who I am versus now. And so, as it relates to other women, I am now loving on them deeper. I am now loving on them with more boundaries. I am now loving on them with more peace and more lightness because I'm not trying to convince them to like me. I'm first of all checking to see if I even like you, but then I'm just being okay with whatever and however you perceive me. Whatever good things, whatever bad things they've said about me and you've heard about me, believe it. Because I'm exactly that and more. Because I recognize who I am as a woman. I recognize my core. I recognize my essence. I am not some malintentioned villain. I can be, but I know where my heart comes from. I know how genuine I am. So when I make mistakes and when I try my best, I'm not going to beat myself into the ground for it. I'm just gonna get up, take accountability, and keep going. Because at the end of the day, when you come to terms with your truth, what else can they hold over you? What else can you really say? Yeah, I did that. I did that. My bad. I did say that. But it's like, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm taking accountability. And also, I'm no longer taking accountability for things I did not do. Here's my peace. I'm making peace. Peace. So, yeah, that is where I am. And I think that I kind of closed myself off to making new friends after going through some really tough friendship breakups and separations and changes and transformations and magic potions and affirmations. But now I'm ready to make new friends. I'm ready to get into new social circles, have new social circles. I do feel like a lot of love is coming in. So, I mean, I'm excited. That being said, transformations and offering new things and getting new friendships and having new social circles, that means that I want to start having house parties and inviting people over. And so I've been really getting to furniture. I did not order anything because Mercury retrograde never really hits me, but it's been kind of knocking me around as far as my travel plans, my delivery plans, etc., etc. So I'm holding off, and it's the 25th, and Mercury retrograde is officially over. So I will be ordering my furniture today, hoje. Um, I've also been on Pinterest, and I've also been upcycling some of my old furniture. I didn't come from my mom's house to my new apartment with a lot of stuff, but I am going to be upcycling these two dresser drawers that I have for a nightstand and like another storage piece. I am going to be possibly Mod Podging and upcycling my desk. So yeah, I've just been looking on Facebook Marketplace and also just opening myself up to my own taste, recognizing that I am very tasteful. I know what looks good and trying to make sure that oh, is this okay? Is this okay? Do you like it? Can you believe 5 years of Baddie Brigade Social Club Incorporated Global? Because I can. I started this when I was 25, and you know, the vibes at 25, I was brunching. Me and my friends had everything to do. It was nothing but brunch, have fun, get up and do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm moving into 30. I can barely handle two martinis. The old Jamice, the angel of Harlem Jamice. Jamice could drink from here to Alabama. Two martinis and we on the floor. Drop and give me 50 for real. But that's okay. That's okay because we're growing and we're glowing. Get this has been on me the entire time. So yeah, with that being said, what can we expect from Baddie Brigade 5.0? More professionalism, which means more consistency. Okay, not saying that we were unprofessional or I was unprofessional, but more professionalism, more consistency. We can see a bigger team. I have officially, in the first time in 5 years, added someone officially to my team. Shout out to Jade. She's our vice president. She is my cousin, my theater, and she has been doing amazing. I was like, hey girl, would you like to join the team? She was like, yeah, I would be interested. And then the next day, she was like, I stayed up till midnight. These are all my ideas. That's a Virgo for you. More visual projects, more creative projects, which means less perfectionism and less self-criticism. Because if I was to pick, point, pin, point, criticize every single thing, y'all would see one visual project a millennium. So the fact that I've just been doing nothing but catching content, putting things together, putting things out, that's what you can expect from Baddie Brigade, and it's going to align to how I'm feeling creatively. As you can see, I feel like very much Khalees right now, you know? So that's where I'm at on that. Also, more physical events, book clubs. I said I want to do a walking club, Baddie picnic, of course, and eventually supper clubs. Like, I want to have more curated big events, but I need to develop a consistency, a better brand identity, more smaller physical events, so that way you guys can trust to spend those ticketed events. So that means that I have to focus less on quantity, which means the number of 10 attendees that show up, and more quality. Was it a 10 of 10 experience? Are you seeing where I'm at right now? Like, I'm tapped in. Jamice is tapped in. Great question, great ending question. Success looks like love put into practice, for sure. That's what success is to me. My love of creativity, my love of travel, my love of women, my love of self, my love of life, and practicing that every single minute of every single day. I have done for the last 29 and a half years of life every single thing that I've wanted to do. And if that's not loving on self, then what is? That's success to me. To say that I made an impact on people, that's success to me, because I've put love. If I've impacted you, that's love, because that's all I give. That's all I'm trying to give out here. And like I said, I'm not afraid of my mistakes. I'm not shamed. I'm not embarrassed, because I know the power of my repair inside. I have practiced forgiving myself, giving myself grace, taking accountability, and doing better the next time. So now that there is a repair within self, now that there is a repair within my maternal lineage, I'm not worried. And therefore, I am successful. So that's what it looks like. Love put into practice. With that being said, another love that I have been nourishing and excited to nourish more is my creativity. So as you can see, I worked on a new look today, and I will be taking some pictures. I have to remember of this look. I also did like a quick get ready with me, so I'm going to edit that, and hopefully that will come out after this video or before, who knows, but it's going to come out. I've also been, like I said, upcycling, painting, crafting, messing around with fashion. I've gotten so many compliments on like my fashion style and stuff, so that's exciting. Of course, you know, I'm back to blonde, and when the blonde baddie comes out, it's a rap city, no basement. And I'm also planning to grow out my hair. So I know that I had a lot of hair, for those who see me in person on my little hiatus, but I cut it one more time, and I'm not cutting it anymore for a while, because I want to have like a blonde bob, some blonde layers, some black and blonde. Like, I really want to try some new things. So yeah. But overall, like, I'm really excited to be back, because honestly, I never left. Like, I know y'all could feel that pressure even when I'm not on the Gram City. I mean, that's just who I am. Like, I'm a pretty big personality. But yeah, I'm really excited to, one, bear witness to this new woman that I am. But I'm also really excited for my current relationships to experience this new person, and they have been, and they've been really commenting on just how new I am, and that's exciting to hear, because I've been doing a lot of work. And then I'm really excited for all the new relationships that's going to be ushered in, because I've made a lot of room. Like, full shade, I've made a lot of room. Life has really swept out everything. The cobwebs are gone. The attic is painted, and she is ready to have some new company. So I'm really excited just for all of these new relationships, all of these new situations, events, and experiences. And they're going to meet a really strong, funny, fair, far out ass Goyle. So thank you so much, and welcome to the Renaissance. I actually wore this outfit to the Renaissance Houston show, but we didn't get tickets that first night, but we did get tickets the second night, but I didn't have this outfit on. So, y'all want me to perform?